Have you ever lost your passion? You know, you found yourself, you used to be so fired up about things, so motivated, so driven, and now these days you're like just barely dragging yourself out of the bed. How do you refire that passion? How do you refine that? And I don't just mean like passion in your relationships. I mean passion in your career, passion in your everyday life, excitement to go out with your friends, just that overall passion for life. How do you get that back? I got some ideas for you today. Number one, rest. Don't fool yourself in thinking you're gonna get lots of energy back in your life if you're constantly wiped out because you're not sleeping enough. You're not rehabbing enough. You're not rejuvenating enough. I mean, if you are always go, 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 but you're never taking a moment to give your brain and your body that break, then you're never gonna have the levels of energy that frankly you deserve. We know from science and neuroscience, you must be getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep consistently. If you don't believe that, please go do the research. It's unanimous. It's 50 years of sleep research now. Your cognitive abilities go so much further down in terms of negativity, your ability to think, your ability to process when you're tired. And along with your cognition goes your motivation. You know, it's just like if you can't think, you can't get really motivated and excited about things. So please just get some rest in. Make sure if you're not getting enough of sleep, then meditate or nap throughout the day whenever you can find your spot. I don't care if that means you come home and before you go in to hang out with the kids, you just pass out for 15 minutes in the car. You know, just do something to rejuvenate yourself, because if you're not rested, the passion is gonna go away. And you and I both know that we are living in a culture right now where everyone's burning the candle at both ends, and most of what they're doing isn't really necessary. They're just replying to everybody else and losing themselves in their lives. We gotta get you back. And the way to get your energy back is first and foremost, please get some rest. Second, visualize. You know, do you remember back in high school or college, you know, or in your younger years when you used to just lay there and dream stuff up and get so excited thinking about things? And it was just, I mean, you would literally get fired up just thinking about something. A new movie was coming out and you just sit there thinking about it. You know, it's some new opportunity, a new date was gonna come up for somebody new, and you just get stoked, you'd be thinking about it. What happens today is no one's thinking about anything because there's no white space to do that anymore. They're just constantly looking at their phone or constantly replying to somebody. You need white space, you need time to think. And the best way to do that is to close your eyes off from everything else and just think about the things you're excited about again. You know, that's it. You just need those moments to connect with your passions. It's not that you don't have passions. Look, if you got kids, you got passions. You got a job, you got passions. You're doing something that you care about in the world, or you're an artist, you've got passions. It's that you're disconnected from them because you're not thinking about them anymore. You used to just obsess. You'd sit there with your journal and write out ideas. You'd draw things. You'd talk about that thing with everybody else. You'd lay in bed and just be like, oh my gosh, when this happens, it's gonna be so amazing. And you haven't had that for a while, and that's why there's no passion. You're not taking the time to dream up, to think about, and get excited about the passions. Third, you have to trigger your passions. You have to set up reminders about why you should be excited about things. Set up reminders to focus on things. It's hard to have a continual emotional experience about anything unless you're reminded continually about that thing. I mean, think about something like as common as fear or anger. Most people don't have fear or anger in debilitating ways as they go throughout the day. It's that something triggers them, that emotion comes up, and they're like, oh dang, you know? Well, the same thing happens for passion. You need something that's triggering your passions, your emotions, like that side of your life that is more connected to your heart or your interests that are beyond the analytical mind. So you've got to do something to trigger yourself in that. For me, for example, I'll watch really motivating and inspiring films or really motivating, inspiring YouTube shorts that I watch this thing and the music and everything, it just fires me up. I have to have a soundtrack to my life that's passionate to stay passionate. So I listen to music that makes me passionate. I watch things that make me passionate. I set reminders on my phone that literally say, be passionate, fool. You know, and it's like having all these reminders, being in an environment of passion around other people, around music, around visuals, around reminders, all of that adds up to keep me on track to living a passionate life. If you don't have triggers, then you're just not going to be consistent in that feeling of passion. And then last, integrate and celebrate your wins. You know, as you're going through, sometimes people, when they achieve something or they're doing something great, they just start not celebrating anymore. Do you remember the first time you did something awesome? You know, those first steps, those first big wins, that first time you did something cool at work or with your friends, you're like, hey guys, look what I did here. And yeah, you'd like celebrate it, and then you went home and you integrated it. You thought, yeah, I did that. And you allowed that thing that you achieved to kind of settle in on you a little bit, to strengthen up your spine, to be proud of yourself. And sometimes we've lost passion in our lives because we stopped celebrating and integrating them. You just keep going after one thing after the next, after the next, after the next, and never taking a pause to appreciate what you've done, to appreciate what you've contributed or felt or connected. And when we don't take those moments just to pause, the passion goes away, the emotional energy of our life flatlines because we're not giving ourselves that gift of just a few moments to appreciate and celebrate and feel life again, feel our accomplishments again. You won't feel passionate for the day if you don't allow yourself to feel greater ranges of emotion that are celebratory, that are excited, that are happy, that are connected. So give yourself that gift of just taking a step back today. What could you be grateful for? What could you be proud of? What could you connect with right now that you've done? You know, give yourself some credit. And if you don't allow yourself to do that, then your passions will never arise, because the last times your passions arose, you didn't celebrate them. You didn't notice it. So your passions said, you know what, Jack, I'm going over here. I'm out of here. They don't. If you don't care about your passions and celebrating them, they're not going to care about waking up for you. So I hope these ideas help you reconnect. You deserve to have a passionate life, but it won't happen automatically. You have to do these things to cultivate those passions. And when you do that, you start to feel an incredible sense of emotional connection with life again. You start to feel more engaged, more enthusiastic, more energized. You start to feel what we call the charged life. Hey guys, it's Brendan. Did you like this episode? If you did, you can do 3 things right now to continue your journey. First, you can subscribe right here to my channel, which I hope you will, so I can keep sending you videos on a weekly basis to change your life. Second, you can get my brand new book for free by clicking the link right here. And third, you can also go to my website, sign up for my newsletter so that I can send you free offers, free products, free programs, updates on my events, new podcasts, and everything else that we don't do on this channel here. If you like to do that, just go ahead and click any of these buttons you see right here. Look forward to seeing you on the next video. Until then, go out there every single day of your life, live fully, love openly, and make your difference today.